Can everyone hear me? Here we go. There's a Build a Suggestion Box app with no code.
Yeah, they have here beginner, developer, and admin.
That'd probably be a good one.
Okay.
Ooh, reports and everything. Cool.
All right. So you're learning how to build an application on a cloud from start to finish without writing any code. If you're new to App Cloud, the goal is to introduce you to the basics of app building. At this point and click fields apply whether you're not planning to write code on the platform. If you're familiar with the App Cloud admin features, managing users and security, customizing standards, objects, and so on, the goal is to apply these skills to developing new applications. I think that's a good one.
I think so too. I think we chose the wrong one yesterday.
Yeah. It was fun at the beginning, though.
Yeah, I mean, being able to build the junction object, you know, figuring out how to build a junction object, what does it actually look like?
Yeah.
I think that was all good exercise.
Yeah, and it's interesting when you're actually practicing because you find where the junction object, or the right junction object and where it should go. It's very important. It's not just like just dragging things around.
No, you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's where those one-to-many relationships come in. You know, there's one session can have many, and then what was the other one? I forget. But, you know, it's that one-to-many relationship that if you know, that'll help.
Yeah. It was working well. Let's see. You guys are going to see on LinkedIn if I manage to complete that one. Okay, let's go here. You build a suggestion management app that allows employees to submit suggestions to track their status using these steps. Create the app definition and data model for the application. Simply application requires only one custom object. Modifying user interface on the browser and on Salesforce One mobile. Using page layouts, compact layouts, and global actions. Automate calculations, data quality, and database updates to improve the user experience using formulas, validation rules, and process builder. Define reports, charts, and dashboards to track the status of suggestions and analyze how well the company manages suggestions. Instead of creating a suggestion custom object, you could use cases, a Salesforce Service Cloud standard object. But in this example, you want to explore building a custom app without using the Service Cloud. Okay, what are we going to do? Create a Force.com app that includes standard collaboration and analytics. Features familiarize yourself with the app user's interface in the browser and in the Salesforce One mobile app. All right, so Developer Edition. From Force.com homepage, click on green Add App button.
Quick Start Wizard. The Quick Start Wizard.
Oh yeah, the little one, yeah.
You go to the
so let's go set up Force.com. It's this one.
What are the benefits? What are the benefits of the Quick Start app?
I believe it's because of Wizard, right? It gives you step by step on.
Well, it does a lot of cool stuff. So you can create the app, and then there's also an object that's getting created. And then after it adds a bunch of other stuff, reporting and attachments that you don't have to mess with.
Yeah.
So it creates a tab, it creates an app, and it creates an object.
Yeah, I think the first, when you go to admin, the first thing you do in admin beginner in Trailhead is create an app.
Yep.
Is the car garage thing?
Garage and vehicle, yeah.
Yeah. That was scary at the time. That was about 6 months ago.
It seems like 1,000 years ago.
It does, actually. It does. So let's go there. And app is suggestion box. The label is suggestion, and plural is suggestion.
It's really cool to see you guys doing this without really any of my help.
Yeah.
Not that I mind helping, but it just shows that you're pretty proficient.
Mhm. It's good to have also the trailhead giving you the steps, and even if you need something like along the way for your company, and you can always refer back to the step-by-step steps.
Right.
And create, and they give you a lot of ideas too. All right, let's move along. Go to my app and start the tour. Okay, your app. Continue. Let's see what they say. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of know that stuff, right? Try out the mobile app. So let's continue here. 3 and 4 and 12. Close. When you create an app with AppCloud, you automatically create a mobile version of the app you can access in Salesforce One. Okay, so let's go there. So I tried to send an email test from the mobile app and didn't get logged to the Salesforce. I don't know what's wrong. It's so big. Okay, click on the hamburger. Hit an open session. It should be here. Oh, here you go. Click new to create a new suggestion.
Good.
I'm just gonna bring the steps here to my other screen so I can read properly. Okay. Create a new suggestion. Enter a same suggestion. Suggestion 1. And click save. Okay, now we see how it's working. Got it.
Yeah, I love how easily that mobile integrates with Classic.
Yeah. I like the mobile. I just couldn't find out why my email didn't get logged.
Your email?
Yeah, I did a test email last week using the mobile. I created a fictitious contact with my email address, and I sent from the app because I thought by sending from the app, the email would get logged right away. And you don't have to go to log email and all that, or use the Salesforce for Outlook. But that didn't quite happen.
So you got a contact that you created with your email.
Yeah.
And you sent in your contacts in Salesforce One, you sent them an email?
Yes. So, the people, and I go to contact. I can't even remember how I did that.
Related?
Related.
There you go.
Yeah. Contact. So let's see the chat Rogers.
Hit the show more at the bottom for your quick actions.
Mm-hmm. And email. So I got the box here, which is not going to work because there's no such guy. But when I sent from my org, so I created a contact with a friend's email address, and she received the email, but it didn't get logged to the contact.
The email was the same in the contact?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yeah. Because I did the whole process, send email, and when it came to log, it didn't quite happen.
If you go to your tasks
Mm-hmm.
on the home page, there might be an unresolved item.
Oh.
Because maybe the email wasn't just perfect or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll try that tomorrow then.
Yeah, because if it's not an exact match to a contact in the to line of the email, it'll end up in unresolved items in your tasks.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll double check on that. So 2 things to do tomorrow. Find the code and let me bring
I just like to get rid of this cold that I've had for like a month.
I know. You are. It's on the little stuff.
Where I live, Ohio is just like, incubator for all this stuff.
Yeah. All right, so let's add in custom fields.
Where are you going to add fields from?
Create custom fields with the custom fields wizard and the Schema Builder. Both together.
Danielle, how did you get the suggestion app to show up on Salesforce one?
Oh, I'll show you again.
Okay.
So I think I just scrolled down here and I found so feed more under more, and then I kept going and suggestion was here.
Okay.
We don't have the speakers from yesterday here. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see what they want us to do. Schema Builder. Oh boy, that's a big one. But how many octopus do you have? Personal text has some standard fields on it. You need to add more fields to store relevant information about each suggestion. Fields can store many types of data. Feel free to explore these later as you extend your app. For now, let's add a field that we know we need. Okay. So you can add the new field from the force.com quick access and menu by hovering on view fields and clicking new. And bring this over here so I can see the other one.
There you go.
I never worked from here actually.
It has its moments.
The view field, new.
I mean, for me, especially if I'm developing from scratch, I'm probably going to do it all from the Schema Builder. Just personally speaking.
Yeah, I didn't know much about the Schema Builder until a few weeks ago. So I did everything from the force.com, from this piece here.
Sure. You know, more than one way to skin a cat, as they say.
Yeah. So what field are we looking for? Setup, build, create object. Okay, new. So they want us to create a suggestion description field. So it's a text area rich. Oh, so that one is the really big one. No, the same size as the other one.
Yeah, the rich one just allows you to add images and links.
Oh, okay.
And add text.
So suggestion description is going to be, and the length 32,768, visible line 10, and help text. Please enter as much detail. Next.
Field level security.
Yeah, they did say to cruise through it. Next, and save a new. I'm getting my upgrade on to Enterprise on March 1st.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'll have like some real life fun.
No, that's awesome.
As the art.
Get your money out of that.
And there's some nice piece of integration with Marketo that is gonna work too. Because Marketo wants admin privileges, and it's so weird. So now it's the suggestion category field, and it's a pick list.
What do we use pick list for?
To control the selections or the information that's in that field.
Sure. It's also a reporting issue, right? We're going to filter things by their pick list values.
And the values for the pick list. And for business processes.
Business processes are a big one too, but they're essentially just filtering information as well. Like the sales process is just your sales funnel.
Yeah.
See, this one here is customer service, employee services. So we could say, hey, show me all the records that have customer service as a value. Right?
So on the reporting, you can do that.
Yeah, you just add a filter. Say, show me all the records with a suggestion category field as customer service selected.
So let's say you have an account. You have several accounts, and these accounts have different products, and each product has different features. So you can filter all the way down to say, show me what account has this product and this feature. I think you can, right?
Sure. It
So
might
let's say
report type, it might take a joined report, but you can definitely report on that.
That makes my life easy. Okay, move along. They say next. Next again to accept the default field visibility and security settings. And save. Go back to the app and add the record.
I like how they have you work in parallel here.
Yeah. The step 4 is going to Schema Builder. So we add a new. So they say go back to the app. Try adding a record in Salesforce 1 mobile app. Note that suggestion page layout is the same on browser and in the mobile app.
Yeah, I think the real beauty of mobile is that it's just so much easier as far as interface for the end user.
It is.
For the end user. Because it's intuitive. They understand Facebook. And this kind of emulates Facebook in functionality. Sort of. Whereas if they were in Classic, they might be completely lost. But with a little training on mobile, they don't have to worry about going home and entering anything when they're done. They can do it in real time. We want ice cream.
Is that a way that we can refresh the, oh, we go.
If you just pull down on the screen, like swipe downward, like if you were actually using a mobile device, it'll reload.
Like from,
like if you swipe down, there you go.
All right, so it works.
Sweet. Is that it?
No, now we go to Schema Builder. Let me get my phone out of the screen.
You guys are going to go back to work and just be like killing it.
It's dangerous. You make a lot of friends and lots of enemies too. Like, what? You're going to touch my system?
Oh,
and
yeah.
put your Salesforce stuff in it? I don't think so.
It's like when you consult. The first thing I do when I consult is I go in and I find whoever the person is that was running the organization, whether it was done right, wrong, indifferent. And I get with them first and I'm like, look, I'm not trying to take your job. I'm not trying to ruin your day. I'm trying to help.
Yeah.
Stuff that drives you crazy, right? And then we'll see if we can't fix it. If you can fix some of their small problems that have been driving them crazy, then they start to trust you.
Yeah, once they see it working, first they're like, what? You're saying that you can get this work that I used so many months to do and put in Salesforce in a matter of minutes? So, wow, you already did all the work and just went. But then they see that work and they're like, oh, yeah, makes sense.
For sure. And then I'll go into some orgs where they've been mismanaged for years, and I call them Checkbox City. where you've got, you know, that's the one thing they knew how to do. So there's like 100 checkboxes, and nobody knows what any of them are, but.
I know. That's what I almost did with the product features. I almost put wrote them all and put checkboxes.
Yep.
But then I decided to make big lists instead. So okay, let's now we are going to create from the so on Schema Builder we are going to go to the object palette and select suggestion object, we already did, and the user object. So here's the user here. Just get my notes. Okay. So let's add more fields that you can track progress of a suggestion. So we are adding a status field.
What do we call those? What do we call a status field on an object?
The business process?
Business process. So I can guess there's going to be stages where a suggestion gets submitted, maybe reviewed, something along those lines.
Yeah, that's right. It's a new, under consideration, in progress, and implemented.
So that's just a pick list value.
Yeah. So pick list, and it goes under the suggestion. The field label status.
Ryan, when would you use a checkbox over a different type of a field?
I use checkboxes for things like support plan, active checkboxes.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of another good one. I try to refrain from using them.
Okay.
You know, just because they can really start to overtake an object.
Yeah, and I asked because before I came on to be the administrator, some of the our custom objects had checkboxes built in, and I wasn't sure why they went with a checkbox over a different type of a field.
Well, you can use checkboxes as controlling in a dependency. So that can be kind of helpful for, you know, in any number of reasons. But I try to refrain from using checkboxes, you know, keep it to a minimum.
Yeah.
There's usually a better way.
I have one on leads. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It's invalid contact data or invalid data if it's the email doesn't work or the person is no longer at the company and you can track that person, the lead. So we just click on the checkbox and instead of closing because it might come across the individual at some point.
So that's like an active checkbox.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the best practice or not.
I try to avoid them because once you start using them, people tend to keep creating new ones, and then next thing you know, you've got this checkbox problem. People don't know what they're for. People don't fill them out, and there's kind of a dead field.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so now we are adding a date field, which is implemented date. And the status for the reminders, click save. Okay, now you update the implemented date field security while still in Schema Builder. So click right here, click Manage Field Permissions. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know I could do from here. And click Read Only.
Yeah, that's nifty.
Uncheck the box Read Only for System Administrator. What is it?
Because remember, system admin, you can control what they see through field level security.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the administrator can always go back in and change it.
So now, go back to the app and check it. So go back to the Suggestions tab in the browser or to the Suggestions object in Salesforce 1 and create a new suggestion record and see what you notice. I skip on this. Let's chip.
More snacks.
More snacks. So how do I go down here?
Can you scroll?
Stuff down here and I can go.
Maybe drag and
No.
tab down.
No.
That's weird. It should like you scroll.
Something's wrong with my...
Can you grab the screen and move upward above the quick actions?
Above the...
Go down. There you go. Kind of scroll.
Show more.
Edit.
Okay. But then when I get here, I can scroll.
Yeah, I can't seem to scroll either.
No? So let's look in here, see what we're supposed to notice.
That could be a bit of a glitch.
Yeah.
Now, can you add a date field?
Yes, it should.
So what do you have to do?
Edit the page layout.
Yep, we did it in the Schema Builder, so you're going to have to add it to the page layout.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what they say now. We are supposed to notice that. So they say, notice anything where our two new fields we just created, status and implemented date. Don't worry, they're there, just not on the page layout.
We knew that, right?
Yeah. So now, so let's say when you use the Schema Builder, you need to add to the page layout. In the next exercise, we have to do that.
All
So
right.
now we verify this step.
And that's probably why you couldn't scroll, I'd wager.
Maybe because they weren't there.
There was no field down there. I really like how they're running this in parallel with mobile. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice job. I still can't believe these things are only 50 points.
I know. I want like 500 points.
I think you've got more badges than I do at this point.
Really?
Yep.
I did the whole admin beginner, and I'm halfway through the developer beginner.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a couple. They take 6 hours, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd buy that. I think if you cruise through, it'll be less than 6 hours.
Yeah. Then I have downtime in the office. When I'm waiting for something, I'll just go there and start playing with it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I was addicted to it for about 6 weeks. And then I just got to the point where I was so busy that I couldn't really get on there anymore.
Yeah. All right, so now we are modifying the page layout. So let's see what they want us to do. Set up, build page object suggestion, add page layout. In the page layout, you can have 1 or 2 columns each section, like that the missing fields, and group fields together. Group them together. Click the status field and drag to the right column in the information section under owner. And then implemented date field, drag to the right column in the information section under status. Click save. Okay, so the status goes under owner. And the other one goes implemented date in the red color under information section. Right here. That makes sense. Big C. Where's the other one? All right. Now we add a new section to rearrange the remaining fields. Enter description, choose 1 column for the layout and on the case.
How do we create sections in a page layout?
Isn't it here? And you put underneath.
Yep. Good.
You grab these guys. They can never go under system information.
They want 2 columns, don't they? Yep.
Oh, that's a Schema Builder. What they want? Enter description of the person.
They just want 1 column. See down where it says layout?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And I think they said description here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Suggestion, description, sample. Okay, now add compact layout.
So what is the compact layout?
It's that one that you can make smaller, that you can hide the kind of speaking.
Pull up your phone for me. Go to any account. Where's the hamburger?
It should be here, but it's kind of disappearing.
Yeah, make your screen bigger.
Better?
Still nothing.
Oh no, God, what am I doing?
There was one, yeah. You were at accounts there for a second. There we go. Oh, you know what you have to you know what you have to do? You have to click your phone again.
Mm-hmm. To the small here?
Yeah, try that. And God, I can never remember how to get that thing to go away.
Oh, God, not supposed to.
There you go. Yeah, it gets like caught in that sometimes. That simulator.
Yeah.
So if you look at Burlington, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
do you see where it says customer direct phone number
Mm-hmm.
website? That's the compact layout.
Oh.
So just at the top of the page, it's going to put pertinent information. You can control what you want to see in there.
And that's how we're going to learn now. How to
Yes.
control that.
Yes.
Cool. So the compact layout works for the phone.
Yes. It's just put those little few fields there
Mm-hmm.
so the user can see at a glance what they're looking at.
Okay. That's good.